We should kickstart season 2 of
I was
Trusty
thinking
Crowbar.
about that. I was on Kickstarter. I was like, what's going on in this fucking desolate wasteland of
what happened
fucktardness?
Fucking,
I
used to be on Kickstarter
Do you know what
all
I was
the time.
What's going on in this desolate wasteland of fucktardness? Kickstarter. Presented by Doug.
And we're going to kickstart the podcast in the desolate wasteland of
Do you want some more shit in this fucking desolate wasteland?
That's why we're kickstarting it. Introduction.
No, just do an ordinary introduction. Thank you.
That is an ordinary introduction.
An ordinary.
Ordinarily.
Ordinary?
Ordinary.
Welcome to
The world of tomorrow?
No, this is the Trusty Crowbar podcast.
Trusty Crowbar.
Common mistake.
Episode 100.
And
Are they Delta biscuit?
Doug, you're a cock.
fuck you, Doug.
This is the
a little
Trusty
bit
Crowbar.
ginger.
Not a record
Shut up,
Joe.
Doug. This is the Trusty Crowbar, episode 117, part 2.
Part 2.
However, there is no part 1 because part 1 failed last week.
He's still on the biscuit, Luke.
It's just...
What do you want to know about the fucking Vicky?
It's sort of like gingerbread.
Yeah, are they shit?
Is that what's going on?
I don't know. I don't like them. They look gross.
Delta.
It's just a random...
I see what's going on. They're touching gingerbread ones. Yeah.
That's it. You got the
They
gingerbread.
tricked me. Should just be chocolate. Chocolate ginger?
Hang on, so because it's touched it, it becomes one. Is that right? Mm-hmm. Is that the form?
That's what's happened.
It's in the bickies.
It's in there. There's mini
I
fusions
think you probably
happening.
smelled the ginger.
Fusion.
You know, you smell and your taste is like combined.
That's what's going
And
down.
it's just Doug being colourblind as well. Like it's just in a whole lot of hurt in his head. Aren't you, Doug?
I was playing a game on my phone.
What?
Look out. That I cannot pronounce the name. We spoke about it. Must be over a year old now. Luke, you will remember what it starts with R. Let's see if you can pronounce it.
Rare.
What's that?
Rare.
It's called Raymond.
Nope.
No wonder your phone runs slow, Doug. You have about 7 billion things. Oh, Jesus.
Find it, Doug.
What are you doing?
Which one is it?
It's the... can't find it.
Why don't you just actually find the app itself?
Because that's even worse.
It's in a folder within a folder within a folder.
Hold on.
You're the only person that I know that uses a search.
I use it all
I
the
used to
time.
search all the time on when
here
I
we
had
go.
the iPhone. It was the best.
Yeah, what chance did I have?
You should need a search for
Rim-
things on your
Oh,
phone.
Rymdkapsel.
Rymdkapsel?
Rymdkapsel.
Rymdkapsel.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, the...
You only just started playing it again.
replaying it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You spoke about this in episode
How do you spell
62.
that?
Yeah, it would be a long time ago. Which is what's the easiest way to describe it, Luke? It's just a
It's Tetris?
isometric. No, it's not. It's an isometric real-time strategy.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a bit really clever. Yeah, with Tetris blocks.
With Tetris blocks, yeah.
Just Google it.
Yeah.
But they have a colourblind mode. I can't work out if it's any different. Like I thought, oh, good, they'll like use some.
Actually, Rhys, go to colourblind mode and see if it is
It's
different.
turned on colourblind mode, and I still am having trouble.
Shit's happening there, Doug.
So what's happening here?
No, I'm up to like level 26.
Well, I'm not doing
I'm up
anything.
to
Rhys, push
26.
the back button.
Just go out.
Yeah, but I want to see what different colourblind mode is. It's paused.
Okay.
I take it off colourblind mode.
What's going on? No, it is not paused.
Doug has no idea what's happening on his phone.
How
It
you-
is. Just get out of the app.
What's happening there?
Oh, here we
leave
go.
it.
Up here.
And I feel like, what's it called? That movie with,
Tron?
what's his name? You know the
Sherman?
guy he was in, the guy that made Batman and his new movie?
Christopher Nolan, Inception.
Yeah.
No.
The other one, the newest one.
Memento.
Interstellar.
Interstellar. That's it. I feel
You're
like
in the fourth dimension.
watching this, it looks like the fourth dimension shit. So where do we see settings?
Top right. Top left.
Home. Options.
I just turned
Colourblind mode.
Yeah, I had it on. It's the freaking same.
No, Doug. Oh,
Really? Did it change much?
yeah, it did. It puts... Because colourblind people are fucking colourblind, cockeyed.
Okay.
See the shapes?
Yeah.
It takes the shapes away. See, there's like shapes and stuff around.
Yeah.
See, Doug?
So the
Look.
colours don't change at all, Doug.
The colours don't change. The colours are the same.
But
It's
it adds.
so you can
something.
actually see something.
The shapes, they were real handy.
He's like, everything was red, and I was wondering what was going on.
The fucking cackle, whatever you call it, your colourblind mode works well. But good, Doug, you happy about that now?
Yep.
You happy you got to play it?
Yeah, there you go. I played that this
So you've
week.
been playing it.
Yep.
Is it good? Is it a good game? Do you enjoy it?
Yeah, I played it a while, but I enjoy real-time strategy, but I'm not good at them. What do you do?
So I see real-time strategy more as Age of Empires and all that.
Well, that was just a clever way that they've like put real-time strategy onto a phone in like a real simplistic way that you don't have direct control over your minions. You just
More like it's a god game real-time strategy, sort of.
I don't even know what the closest like mainstream title.
Is it more of a
comparison
tower
would be.
defense?
No,
Actually, that sounds more like it.
you build
Might
out your.
not be.
Well, I guess
It's not.
you do build out your base,
Yeah.
and there's different components to the base, and like Lucas said, they're in little Tetris shapes. So, and they come out in like you can see what the next 3 blocks are going to be, and you can choose either corridor, which is just corridor.
What?
Yeah, look out. What else we got? You can do an extractor, which is for one sort of, which is a resource on the map. There's reactor, gardens, kitchen, weapons, and quarters.
Kitchen.
Yeah, which
Sweet.
is well. How's it work? It goes
So
reactor,
it's a space building, space.
but kind of base. But you grow out, and then there's. Did you ever play it?
No. I didn't.
Oh, okay. So then there's just like 4 shrines on the map that you sort of expand your base out towards that you have to use corridors to get to, and then you can sort of you allocate your little minions to each section. So you only start with maybe 3, and then
How many you got now?
I'm about to die. Where this is up to right now, but
Is that my fault?
no, I was already about to die, so it's fine. But then you can allocate people to engineering, food service, construction, or defence, or research. So the food service guys, they'll take stuff from the gardens, which they just grow on a time. So extractor just extracts from, that's got to be a block beside this natural resource, which is whatever it is, and they just go over time. Reactor is done over time. Gardens are over time. And then you take gardens, I think that you take fruit from that to the kitchen, and then from the kitchen to the quarters, and then each quarters generates 2
But that
little
happens
minions.
automatically. That's the
Yeah,
little
all
thing.
you're doing is telling your guys where to be.
Yeah.
And then they fall over if they're not busy. And then
Can you see people, or is it just?
Yeah,
dots?
they're just little square. Oh, they're little rectangles.
Oh, okay.
So you can see they're upright if they're busy.
Yeah.
And then they're laying down if they're not busy. And then you know, okay, I'll allocate them to a different department. And then it's just done on waves.
Yeah.
So I was up to wave. I was 68 minutes and 21 waves. Yeah. And then obviously more enemies come every wave. And I think the waves get more frequent.
So it is a tower defense game crossed with.
I guess
Like
there's
a-
elements of tower except it's less linear. Like you're creating the map, because generally probably tower defense, like I think of like, you know, they're in a corridor and you're just dedicating where the guys go. Instead, you start with a set amount of land, and you can, with your shapes, you build out the
So it's
base.
like a siege defense. You've got a siege, and people will just attack it from any sort of.
Yeah, in a way, I guess, and you sort of have to grow. And there's only, like I said, there's only really one natural resource that you have to worry about that you can run out of. So that's not. It is a finite. There's only one finite resource, which is what you need the extractors for. Which are just, there's a couple of those on the base, and you just grow your base towards those so you can get more of that, and then they last for X amount of time. And then all the rest of the resources are just, you just build that component, and then they just generate over time. And then you have to have your guy, you tell your little minion guys what thing they're doing, and you can just drag that along the bottom.
So the design of the game is very simplistic and doesn't really stretch much of the imagination, but I feel when you're playing it, you're putting like all these little like scenarios and bios.
When you're colourblind, you got to make everything. Make the most of it all.
Yeah, on these little like pixel people that you're like, oh man, Martha is going over.
No, I reckon there'd be one guy named Jared. Jared would be a really, really good little rectangle for some reason. But good
he has
Jared.
thought about
Wouldn't a really good rectangle be Thomas?
Yeah. Ooh,
But he was by himself.
Yeah, he was by himself. Because Doug
it?
probably sent him off alone.
Lucas.
Weird rehash week. I don't even know. Probably, maybe I do know why I thought about this was because I was
Because you found it on your phone.
Yeah.
And then you're like,
Which is
I
hard.
haven't played this in a while.
I think that's what I don't know where I was waiting. And then the game that I just told you to download, which was called Pako Car Chase Simulator, which has been entertaining me as well.
Yeah, just the left and it's like Micro Machines. You remember playing that?
Yeah, that's probably.
Yeah.
Oh, you probably started saying that before to me. Yeah.
I didn't say that at all.
Oh, I felt like you were gonna say to me, "Oh, it's like this," and then we got distracted.
Drift off. Yeah. So it's basically like Micro Machines, but you got cops chasing you, and you just drive around in like an arena.
Yeah,
which is a lot of fun.
There's about 8 different arena types, so all different cars and different setups, and it's pretty fun and really silly. Super silly physics for the steering, and like Luke said, it's just left or right. You continually go forward. There's no braking, but if you go left and right, you can do dollies and stuff.
So how you normally play GTA?
Yep, but
brakes.
except if you touch anything, you die. So it's ruthless. Although there's a few that's anything, but there is a few things like fences and things you can bust through, and you're just racing the clock. And you're not to beat the clock, just to set a high score, and then I guess you can challenge friends, and you can make videos and stuff. They've put all the little... You can share
There's
straight to...
a lot of video stuff happening in apps now.
Well, that's just, like... I wonder when that was rolled out on Android. I remember that was like a specific update at some stage on iOS.
Yeah.
And then that sort of slowly rolled out. But the graphic aesthetic really reminds me of Crossy Roads, like just that ultra H.
Have you just been looking for other games that are like that? You're like, well, Crossy Road I really enjoyed.
Did you download Pacman 256?
I didn't know what it was called because I was like searching
sure,
stuff.
You could
I
have
was
just
looking
typed
for it.
Pacman and you would have found
What
it.
I did, maybe I didn't.
You probably didn't.
Look at Pacman.
Pacman. What is this? I don't know how to play hockey.
I spelled it wrong. But
Pacman's yellow.
Yeah, I've been really enjoying the look of that game. Just that super crisp, like
I'm just
retro
imagining,
feel.
I imagine you on your phone, like you're like playing these games, and like you'll probably be sad and depressed at one point. You get this game up, massive smile on your face. You're just like, I'm so happy. Look at the look of this. It's so true.
Probably.
But you never got a chance to play Pacman 256, did you? Have you downloaded it yet?
No, I haven't downloaded it yet.
Yeah, let's see if it actually... Was it released by Atari? Do Atari own Pacman?
No, it was people that... it was Banco Namco... What?
Namco Bandai.
The people that made... Crossy Road made it.
Right. But the people that own Pacman.
Oh, yeah.
Own Pacman.
Cannot connect to App Store has been a thing that's been happening to me all day.
Well, of course, if you drop your phone, it's going to be like, well, if you don't want to keep your phone...
So, we'll talk about the Pacman. The Pacman's pretty much got the same sort of aesthetics to that car chase one.
Yeah.
And Crossy Road, it's pretty much another take on Pacman where the Pacman does not end.
Yeah. It's continuous. Endless Pacman.
It's just like Crossy Road. You try and get to the highest number, you won't finish.
Yeah.
But Pacman, you just keep going through. You get all these upgrades as well. You can get lasers, you can get bombs, you can get icy things and all that stuff as well, which is real cool. And then you can get the traditional, turn the ghost into blue and eat them. But it gets crazy.
Laser was cool.
It's based on a glitch or something that happened with the original Pac-Mans?
I think if you keep playing past a certain level or something happened that the whole game just starts basically eating itself.
So it's based on that where if you don't progress forward, the game starts eating the bottom of it and starts flipping out and shit starts going down.
Really cool.
And it speeds up over time as well, which is cool. Like the whole upgrade system and lasers and all that stuff does make it a lot more funner. And then all the
it is a fun. It's a great reimagining of Pacman.
They did it really well.
Yeah, it's a game that you think back and you're like,
is
nah,
it
that's
officially licensed? Do you know that?
Yeah, it's called Pacman.
Yep.
Yeah. It was licensed by the Pacman people, and they got the Crossy Road people to make it. So.
Again, with my problem of phone games, I did enjoy it, but I had to delete it.
What? Why?
I can't keep games on my phone because I find myself playing them too much and destroying my battery. So the same thing with Fallout Shelter. When I got that, we've already talked about that before, but I got that and I just kept checking it constantly, morning, night, lunch, everything, and it just destroyed my battery. So I just didn't want to, keep playing it. It was annoying. But instead of talking about mobile phone games, because they're boring.
Mm-hmm. No, they're games.
They're boring. You got Metal Gear Solid?
I have. Oh my god. This game is literally... okay, so games keep coming out, right? And I'm playing for a little bit. I'm like, playing for a little bit here. But, Metal Gear has just, grabbed me, and every single night for the past, 4 nights, I've just been getting the kids to bed, and as soon as they're in bed, I sit down and play Metal Gear until, 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
How many hours you put in?
Don't know now, maybe let's say 3 each night. So
is there a good concept of story that's happening?
Really great introduction to all the aspects and
how's David Hayter
mechanics and stuff. David Hayter's not in it, and it's really frustrating. So there's so many different points, and I haven't got very far in the game. I've just recruited Quiet, who is the sniper rifle that doesn't really wear much clothing.
The sexy sniper rifle.
Sexy sniper rifle. The sniper rifle is quite a nice looking sniper rifle.
The sexy sniper rifle holder.
Yeah.
That's what you think.
Yeah. But in terms of
what are you doing, Doug?
Actual game concept, you have your mother base, which you can go back to, and then you can select all these other missions and stuff. You call a helicopter and get on the helicopter and go do a mission, like normal missions or side missions. And it gives you 4 or 5 each time that you can just do them whichever, any sort of way you want. I'll give you an idea of a mission which I really enjoyed playing the other night. And it was one where there were 3...
A story mission? Or?
This was the story mission. Yeah. But no story was ruined because there's 4 or 5 story missions which just stuff happens. Yeah. But then there's a cutscene in one of them, and then that progresses the actual main story along. Yeah. So this one I had to capture 3... No, not capture. I had to eliminate 3 commanders. And as I'm flying off in the helicopter and stuff, Ocelot called me up and he's like, hey... if you don't capture them, if you don't kill them, we can capture them and bring them back to base and they can join our team, and they're actually pretty good. So I'm like, awesome, I'm going to do it this way. So get into the map, and the map's quite large. You pick where your landing zone is, and I landed close to where one of the guys was going to be driving, and there was 2 roads where the 2 guys were driving. Okay, so one's going from one base to the center, another one's going from the top base to the center one as well. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to target the guy that's driving from the bottom base to the center one. So I'm like, cool, I've got C4, I'm going to put it on one side of the road, put it down a couple of times, run over the other side of the road, hide in a bush, wait for the car to come. Car just driving past, I'm like, cool, explode the C4, boom, they stop, brakes on, they get out of the car, like, what's that noise? Just now.
Did they actually do that?
No, they didn't.
Oh, man, I wish they did.
So they're all freaking out, wondering what's going on, and then quick, get back in the car and stuff. And I'm like, shit, no, not again. So I shot over, and then one of them turns and looks up in my direction, starts sneaking up. I'm like, oh, shit, I don't want this. He's sneaking up too close. Explode another C4. They're all like, with the exclamation mark. Turn back, look at the other side of the road. So I sneak around. I've got my tranquilizer, so I trank one out, trank another one out, run up behind another, strangle him and knock him out and stuff. And then what you can do is you got Fulton pickup, okay? And you go over and you attach it to them, and then a little balloon pops up. They're asleep until the balloon lifts them up, and then they wake up. They're like, oh, what's going on? Then all of a sudden it goes, boom, shoots them up in the sky, and they're like, ah! It's the funniest thing. Every single time. I lose my shit every time because I'm like, ah! I'm like, ha! Because you can do it to animals and everything. So I did it to sheep, and the sheep's like, meh, meh. So that's just, the thing about the Metal Gears, and that was that's why I really enjoyed playing that part.
Can I just jump in? Is the how's the general play style? What's the controller scheme and general
so it's
everything?
A third-person action adventure sort of.
Did you not play Ground Zeroes?
No.
No. So
did you play any of them?
No.
So,
a little bit of Snake Eater.
Yeah, I think we did talk about that.
But then I always...
But Snake Eater, yeah.
But they always were like a corridor...
Yeah.
not.
This is
in
now
corridors,
like
but it
rotate the camera any which way you want and stuff, and look around the whole. It's basically Grand Theft Auto. Think of that.
Yeah, that's what the way you're explaining.
But you tap X and he ducks down into a.
They have made the controls a bit more mainstream than what they used to be.
That's what I'm getting at.
The control scheme for the original ones was very difficult, in my opinion. I found aiming, I couldn't aim properly in Snake Eater. I stopped playing it because it was such an old game. I was like, it's not worth it. I'll just watch a video or something.
The controls being stupid.
And I was just like, this is just fucking retarded. Like, I can't do it. But then when I got Ground Zeroes, luckily that came out because it's made me want to buy this game.
What was the PS2 one? I remember watching a mate playing that and attempting to play.
PS2 was Sons of Liberty and Snake Eater, which is number 2 and 3.
Sons is the one I played and played a little bit at it. Mates remember being on some big. Reminded me of an oil rig based thing. But
that's Sons of Liberty, yep.
But that was
when you're mostly... what's his name?
Raiden.
Yeah.
But then the difference from those games back then, and it was like ultra pretty game, and it was like obviously one of the more probably flagship PS2 titles. But that obviously they're all like pre-rendered CGI scenes that you happen to run around. That's what a lot
the whole game was...
That's what a lot of them felt like. Like, here's your camera angle and you'll just run around a set bit.
No, Metal Gear Solid 2, you could run around wherever you want and it would follow you, wouldn't
it? Yeah.
Yeah, but...
It wasn't a corridor. It wasn't like a...
You can go into first-person mode and look around.
Yeah, I know, but everything was still, like...
I think what you're saying is there was a top-down view, and that's the only view. You couldn't just rotate the camera where you want. Is that what you're basically saying?
No, I was like... I guess nothing was not as dynamic as stuff is now, though. Like, everything was still a lot more preset. Like, it was still a pretty game for the time. I wonder what it would look like now. That's just my perception of it from
the thing about the Metal Gears that I've always liked is that the cutscenes have always been done in the same rendered graphics as the gameplay.
Yep.
So there's no like pre-rendered cutscenes or anything. So
you know what I'm surprised about is the fact that so many other stores and game stores have made displays saying a Hideo Kojima game, and you haven't done it.
Nah.
You don't support.
I do.
Kojima.
I do. Why wouldn't I?
It does sound like it. You know,
love his game.
I don't really think
all everyone knows is this is a great game by Konami. But great Konami game.
I think the people that know the situation or what's happened know that anyway, and are going to buy the game.
Some people might want to buy the game because they're getting into it. They go, "Oh, this is a prequel." Right? So if I play this first, I'll get it all. And that's where you come in and go, "Actually, no, I'm going to talk my way out of a sale because I'm going to explain Metal Gear." Oh, sweet, we've been here for 3 hours. And now we talk about Metal Gear 2.
Yeah.
I think I agree with whatever Lucas is trying to say.
Shut up, Rhys.
The person that understands who he is already knows the situation.
Yeah.
Someone's like, didn't know he was doing a game.
Another one. What's it? Metal Gear Solid? I haven't heard of this one that he's made.
Yeah, it's not... Whereas once... And if he starts a new studio and then it's a new IP and then you'd be like, bang, game by him. Then someone would be like, ooh.
What would be a spin-off name if he made like a spiritual successor to Metal Gear Solid? Like, you know how there's Ukulele now, which is the spiritual successor
Liquid
to
Aluminum.
Banjo-Kazooie,
yeah.
No, Liquid Aluminum.
Liquid Aluminum. Wait, Metal Gear Solid.
Okay,
Liquid.
I need one more thing.
Metal. What do we do? What are we going to do?
Cog.
Metal Gear Solid, Liquid Aluminum.
Cog.
Hello, Liquid Aluminum.
What is metal? A type of... You got element. That's it. So you'd say elemental cog.
Elemental cog.
Semi.
No,
Semi.
Fluidic.
Elemental cog fluidic.
No, fluidic.
I'm just imagining
so
David Hayter being back in it and he's just like, elemental cog. Fluidic. He's fluidity raccoon.
Fluidity raccoon.
Yeah. It's like, fluidity.
Makes sense, doesn't it? Makes complete
There we
sense.
go. Bang.
Elemental cog fluidic. Or is it fluidic?
Fluid.
It's just fluid, but I'll just say it funny.
Elemental cog fluid.
It's fluid.
Elemental cog
Fluid raccoon. What do you? Each time you Fulton someone, they come back and they have a name allocated to them. It's like rattling snake or jumping bandana or something like that.
Really?
Seriously, random names like that.
Yeah,
Actually,
Metal
it's
Gear's
always
always
an
some
animal.
weird shit.
But it's like there was like jumping.
Have you started using the cardboard box yet?
I have. Yeah.
How's it going?
I jumped out of it at someone and went like, "Boo!" and then they killed me.
Do you think he just uses a barrel, or what would his random extra, like on his spin-off, instead of the really iconic box?
What was
Joins Donkey Kong.
Maybe it's like a little portable tent. Something. No one would expect a tent.
No.
They go, oh, it's an empty tent.
Cardboard box.
Blowing in the wind. Oh, okay. Oh, there it is! And he jumps out. Boo!
Maybe he just has bubble wrap. Yeah, it's like so.
And people walk up and instead of looking at a box and going, "Hey, that's a box," they start getting distracted, popping it.
And just grabs them and chokes them out.
I like that. I like the idea of bubble wrap.
Element fluidity.
So
element cog.
What are you giving Metal Gear so far?
So far is 10 out of 10.
Yep.
It's phenomenal.
Do you think there's any chance you will finish the main story?
Fuck no. Oh,
Yes, I finished every other Metal Gear.
Yeah, but that was before.
yeah, it doesn't hold up much anyway.
So the most recent one you finished was 2 hours long.
The last Metal Gear you finished, Lucas, you didn't have children. Last Metal Gear I bought you.
You bought me?
Yeah.
When did you buy me one?
I bought you Metal Gear. Metal Gear Solid 3.
No, 4 was the last
4.
one.
I bought you Metal Gear Solid 4. I bought you Special Edition.
I'm trying to
When
sit.
a Special Tin.
I'm trying to sit back
Can't remember
and
that.
be an
Yeah, I did.
objective listener and listen to you idiots ramble. No, I'm pretty sure I bought it, and then just pause. Like, no, I don't think so. Kristen's not listening. She's made a wise decision.
Yeah, so anyway, a little bit more about this game. So the game starts off and there's like...
No, so back on that, you definitely did not buy that for me, Rhys. Like, I've thought about it. Like,
there's like an hour and a half of a prologue, which you can't really do much. You just walk around.
I heard people talk about the walking simulator. At the start.
I really enjoyed it. Like I thought it was really, really good.
I probably
Like a
love it
great
because I
introduction.
love story-based games.
A funny thing I'd heard about, I was just listening to another podcast earlier today, and they were talking about the character creator that's then all for nothing.
Yeah. The doctor comes over and is like, we're going to have to change your look. And then you go into a full character creator. I spent like half an hour making my character. Ended up making an old, bald guy with a big scar in Metal Gear. You create a character. And then he goes, yeah, that's going to look good, but you don't look like that right now. Then I don't want to spoil anything which happens. But, yeah, you spend all this time. I think it's for online. I think it might be.
That's what I heard too.
But you, the only player that when you play online, you play a snake.
I think that's
everyone
what
plays
seen
a snake
in the trailers, but I don't.
That's what they said in all the interviews. But everyone else sees you as someone else.
Right, so they see you as the character you created.
I don't know. It might be, but that would be stupid. Why can't you see your character as you? That would be dumb.
Well, they're not. It's a stagnated release, though, isn't it?
Yeah, online comes out later.
Yeah.
That
just
felt
like GTA.
very GTA.
Very
yeah,
GTA.
jeez.
Yeah.
Just a huge game that's dumbly big. Plus, by the way, we're tacking on
big online thing. And there's going to be
there's never been
microtransactions.
any multiplayer up until
There has. There's
But I
been
don't know how much
multiplayer
it's
since
going to be followed
Metal
up
Gear
by.
Solid 3. I think.
Really?
If
What have
they
you
is not-
done in it, though?
You play online. So in 3, I think you just first people, or you just went snuck around and fight 4 people. In I think it was Portable Ops or Peace Walker. Maybe it was one of them. You can play as the whole game in co-op.
Oh.
So, and then you can actually get to other places in the game without that you couldn't get to without 2 people playing. So that was really cool. But this game 5 is just full of so much stuff that you can do.
How's your knowledge going
Knowledge.
of the game world? Like, as in picking up stuff that they're talking about from previous games. Like, did you do any rehashing like Rhys did?
Yeah, I did a full rehash. Yeah, so I had to watch stuff because there's so much in these games that just
I'm
go
going to
ahead.
do that before I play it.
Definitely do that. But in terms of what Metal Gear do different than basically every other game that I ever play is they not really accept, but they...
When you die, does it go... Do, 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 do.
No. Snake! No, it doesn't do that.
Does anyone say snake? Snake.
I think I've died once, but I'm going to have to just die and just...
Is there different levels of difficulty?
No, just the game as it is.
Oh.
So, that's interesting.
But they...
Did they ever before?
I don't think so.
No. They didn't have like more realistic modes?
Maybe they did, I don't know.
No. Oh, yes. Yeah, there is.
No, they definitely did. They definitely did.
Yeah, you can go back
No,
in
I don't know if they did anymore, Doug.
No, shut up.
I don't know.
Shut up. No, there
Are you
is.
sure?
God, it's been ages since I played all the other Metal Gears, so shut the fudge up.
The fudge.
The fudge.
You shut that fudge.
No. Anyway, freaking...
No one can hear your blunt face, Doug.
The guys behind Metal Gear, they accept that it's a video game and they play on that, and that's what I really like about this. They don't just...
They're the Deadpool of video games.
Yeah, sort of.
Deadpool's the Deadpool of video games.
They don't try to make the game world...
I wasn't even sure if I was referencing the right character when I said that. I was like, the
Anyway, the Deathstroke. They accept that it's a game and they play on parts like that. So even things like when it's in a cutscene and it was like you had just gotten hurt, all right? So all of a sudden you make that little din 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 sound that you're in pain, which is in all the other Metal Gears and stuff. From the actual cutscene that's happening, it goes from showing you the bad guy that's chasing you and pans across, and as it pans past Snake, that sound gets louder as it goes past Snake and then quieter as it passes.
Oh, that's cool.
So just little things like that they just put in the game to say, hey, yes, it is a video game. We're also...
Is there any repercussions when you... Fulton, or was it Fulton?
Fulton, yeah.
People...
They can get lost.
Yeah, but do they... What, so you steal them from doing their job and they just go, fuck, I'll work for them now.
So I was talking to someone at work today and you can take them back, and then some people can be like dickheads basically and cause shit on your team. So you've got to go through and find out who's been causing shit and stuff, and then you can kick them out and this and that. So there's no repercussions as though, hey, you're on my team, and they're like, no, I don't want to work for you. That doesn't happen. They just...
it's a bit weird of a setup.
Yeah, well, I guess you got to just get people. Once you play the game and realise the amount of people that you have to get, you just go and Fulton everyone that you can. I try and play this the sneakiest I can without getting seen by anyone. So
yeah, that's the whole idea of Metal Gear, pretty much, isn't it?
Mm. And you can. It's awesome.
So I got Until Dawn.
Have you played?
Yes.
Not much.
So I haven't played lots of it. Pretty much played a little bit past the opening sort of scenes and whatnot. And
did the black guy die already?
No, not yet. No. Actually, no. There's... Oh, okay, yeah. So there's a black guy in there.
Would it be a horror movie?
There's a black guy dating... I think he's a black guy. It's a dark game. So everyone looks pretty dark in it. So there's a black guy, I'm pretty sure, dating an Asian bird. So,
that's good that they're getting a mix.
It's this whole multicultural
There's one of every...
How's the voice acting and everything, Rhys?
Huh?
How's the voice and the mocap? Good?
Okay, the start of the game, it seems like it's a corny horror movie.
Which is fine.
Because the way that they act and the way they talk, they're like, hey man, what do you mean? Like they full on act like that. When there is actors in the game that are good.
Oh, no, that's what I was going to say. Even if they're being corny like that style movie, but is it still animated well?
It's full motion capture.
Yeah,
it's all like, you played Battlefield 4, the story, single player, didn't you? Did you ever play like the storyline, Battlefield 4? No. No.
I don't think so.
Okay, well, it's like that, like the whole motion capture and everything of that.
Yeah.
The character that... I don't know if the character's in Battlefield as well. I think he might be. But the guy that's the main character in Mr. Robot, the TV show that I keep telling you to watch, but you don't watch it.
Yep.
He's actually one of the main characters in this game as well.
Oh, that's fun.
And apparently everyone in this game that you play as
Has he still got his googly eyes?
Yeah, he's always got his googly eyes.
Yeah, so everyone can live.
He's Egyptian, actually, in real life.
Really?
Yeah.
Everyone can live or everyone can die.
I believe so. That's what
I'd heard.
That's what I've read. But there's been a fair amount of jump scares that have happened already that I'm like, oh. And when the missus goes to bed, I don't really want to play it. Like, as bitchy as it sounds, I don't really want to be frightened before I go to bed. So I got to find the right time to actually start playing it.
Doesn't she?
Plus, I've got about.
Does she want to watch it with you and play with?
She's just been going to bed a bit early lately, so
Okay.
yeah. I
Trying to give him.
but I do. But I do have. I do
Going
have.
to bed.
Do you want to go to bed, Rhys?
Anytime she calls me to bed, it's because she doesn't know how to get Netflix working on the bloody Nexus player. And then, like, I've got Cody, the program, working on that as well, and it was playing True Detectives in the background of Netflix, and I thought I turned it off, and then I walked away, and she put on House, and then she was like, oh, like she was. I left her for about 15 minutes, and then I heard this. She actually, because I went off at her because she like called me down like screaming, so I thought something was wrong. But like the second time she actually got up and was like, oh, it's not, like, can you turn True Detectives off? And I'm like, what are you talking about? She says, oh, it was just in the background, like people were talking, I thought the characters could hear each other's voices and stuff, and I was like, what the fuck, are you serious? So they go on the system of the whole Android and force the stop and everything, so it was all good, got it all working. But back to that, pretty much any time I've got that many games, and it's doing my head in now that so many games are open world games. As much as I fucking love open world games, it is flooded with them now.
Fallout 4.
Oh no, and that's the game that's going to come out that's just going to destroy me. Absolutely
that's
destroy me.
Probably going to be one of the biggest.
I've got Dying Light, I've got Mad Max, I haven't even installed that. I've got, what's it called? Metal Gear, I'm going to get that.
Yeah.
When are you getting your grills done, big spender?
Yeah, I probably
Ooh,
should. But like all these games that like The Witcher as well. So like
I like games that don't even play.
I'm piss all amount through that. But the game that I'm normally going back to and am raging out about a lot, but I love it so much, is Rocket League. I absolutely love Rocket League.
You haven't even invited me to play it yet.
You haven't even downloaded it, you dickhead.
Yeah, because you haven't invited me.
I'm not going to invite you and you're going to go, oh, but it's annoying because I have to download it and, I'm Doug.
You could have downloaded it for me, you bastard.
Oh, Doug. I can't, you need to update
Actually, let's do it from
the way that you've known that you haven't played your PlayStation that much, you can't even go on the PlayStation Store, you need an update.
Why can't I have it on... I have it on all the time,
I don't
so
think
it
you
downloads.
do. No, you don't, Doug.
No, you don't.
It is. It's always glowing at me.
Yeah, but you probably haven't set it up. All you've done is probably gone to rest mode. Yeah, that'll make everything download.
Well, I assume
no,
that's
doesn't.
how it worked.
You need to update it yourself.
Fuck it.
You need to update the play.
It is
the
so.
PlayStation Store.
I turned the stupid rest mode on because I was sick of because I don't turn it on that often. I'm like, yeah, okay. I just want to play a game, and I'll put a game in.
Did you just
download this?
Just turn rest mode, but you got to tick the button that says automatic updates.
Fuck you, PlayStation. Like, I have a computer if I wanted complicated. Fucking, when the fuck did owning a console get so hard?
Yeah, consoles have changed since the days of just...
It's not fucking hard!
Look, I suddenly, just when we started this podcast, made me realise that I really want to play Deus Ex.
The new one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's...
This is when you started doing this podcast, is that what you're talking about?
Just this morning.
Episode 1.
So 2012.
Episode 1 is when you realised you wanted to play Deus Ex.
No, just now.
The man in the purple shirt.
Yeah. What? Oh, here we go. I'm looking at the PlayStation. I'm like $11.95. I'm not paying for Grow Home. I already own that. Thank you.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. On Steam.
Oh.
But yeah, I just realised that Deus Ex will be just enough of my own decisions, but also a little bit more closed in and what Rhys is talking about. Like, I look at Witcher, that sort of game excites me. I'm like, I don't fucking deal with all this other stuff. I just want to play a game.
Did you hear
I just want to have a story.
You're right with that. There is, it's this open world sort of game, but within the boundaries of this world that you...
Yep.
Like, the town that you're playing in, rather than the world.
Yeah.
Yep.
Did you hear about how many lines is in Fallout 4?
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Was it 150?
50?
Yeah,
is that 1,000? So more than
110,000, wasn't it?
I thought it was 114.
Well, 114,000 then.
Yeah, maybe.
And then also,
but more than Skyrim and New Vegas
combined.
And also male and female lead.
Yeah, true.
So,
but when you combine Skyrim and New Vegas, all right, you had a character in those games that didn't talk.
Yeah.
Whereas now you do. So you got to double every line in Skyrim and double
every line. Yeah, so a little bit of a cop out, really.
And then you get up to the same figure.
Well, you just put it down on it. Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound like as impressive anymore.
It doesn't sound like it doesn't sound like there's that many more characters.
But then
it's
having
the same characters, but
a
just
line of dialogue isn't sort of necessarily a thing, because it could have been like,
Whoa!
hello, yeah. Whoa! Like, they got all different ones, like, what? Oh, whoa.
Wastelander.
Right, smooth skin. Oh, ghouls.
Just smooth skin.
I wonder if they're going to introduce any new characters or whatnot.
Sorry.
Or what they're...
Just on the PlayStation Store. Super Time Force Ultra.
Yep.
Fuck me. Do they want to just put any more, like...
That's the enhanced edition, I think.
I've actually gotten into a very indie playing style, because I've been playing Rogue Legacy as well.
I love Rogue Legacy. Yeah.
Very fun game. I still can't finish it.
No, you don't. You won't finish it.
I
think it's a game that keeps going.
No, you got to beat the final boss. I've only beaten one boss.
I haven't even passed the first part. I get up to one of the 4 worlds. Can't do it.
No.
I guess you got to keep upgrading and stuff. But
and like I'm already like I'm nearly at the year 3000 or something now. I think.
Jesus.
I've done a lot.
Yeah, the year 3000. It started off way back.
Yeah.
You're in the future.
Yeah, I'm past. I think I'm in.
The rest of the world has gone this super technologically advanced, and you're still walking around with a fucking sword and shield. Yeah. You're like, I'm gonna do it.
I still do it like my father has always done. What are you doing, Doug? What are you doing, mate?
Getting Twisted Metal. That'd be pretty fun.
That's on PS3.
Yeah, I do say that.
Oh, the new game's out now.
Doug's saying.
Holy shit! It's the new date. It's the 7th. Woo! The new games are out today.
Grow Home.
You're the one that told me about Grow Home.
Yeah, I told you it was coming out. I forgot that it was the new month so far.
He forgot it was September. 7 days in. Didn't even know.
And this Telsgrad?
Tesla grad.
So that's Braid, but with lightning bolts.
Yeah,
probably.
And then your Tesla.
Yeah. So Tesla grad.
Oh. Also, interesting...
Did you download Rocket League?
Yeah. Oh, no, I'm trying to do that now.
Can we actually play Rocket League as a team?
Let's do play Rocket
League. Like a 3-player team?
We should record it and post it in the comments below.
Interesting article I'd half read on the interwebs is that they were saying that maybe being able to vote on what game you get on the PlayStation, like, Plus, is not necessarily the best thing for what game people would end up with.
I think that's true because when you think about
off the back of Rocket League,
did
you read that article?
I read that article. Yeah.
And because I sort of read the title and instantly was sort of I thought that's where they were heading.
Yeah.
And it sort of felt was very true
because this month there was another game which sounded really interesting, and I can't remember exactly what it was. Instead of Grow Home, there was 2 other choices. All right, and
I watched the other videos. I really didn't enjoy them.
One of them was like a turn-based. That one sounded interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, but I mean, it's like, you don't know. And if you got it for free, you'd give it a go, and you'd be like, "This might be freaking amazing." Yeah. We all know what Grow Home's like, and that was super popular. The thing is, when Rocket League came out, what if there was 2 other games that?
But actually, what they had said too, like with Grow Home, like it was not really an indie studio, like backed by Ubisoft, whatever, like one of their small studios. Like obviously I played it months ago and talked about it, and it was a cool little $12 game or whatever. I bought it on PC, and it was a real fun thing. Like I happened to play it before, like all the interwebs found it, and then I was like, well, that's kind of fun, just like come across it on Twitter. But yeah, so it's sort of become the more obvious choice.
There'll be an obvious choice in 2 other games.
But then if Rocket League had been against it before everything that's happened with Rocket League now, and before it was number 1 on Steam, and the fact that it was cross-platform as well, would Rocket League have then, had everything that it's had?
Would Grow Home have beaten Rocket League out, and then we wouldn't have gotten Rocket League? That's the thing.
Pretty sad.
It would have been. Yeah.
If I didn't find Rocket League, I wouldn't. Rocket League to me is like hopefully they're bringing an update so you can do 4-player on screen.
Really?
So when that actually comes out, it's going to be awesome.
What amount of money do you think PlayStation pay?
I don't know.
I reckon they would get an amount as well. It depends on the downloads.
Yeah,
because the downloads would obviously bring people to be playing PlayStation and then bring them into. It's just like it would be they offer them money, and then if they get a certain amount, I reckon they'd get more because it's advertisement for PlayStation. To say, this is a free game. Oh, do you have PlayStation? This game's sick. You should get it. Oh, do you have PlayStation Plus? No, get PlayStation Plus now because it's fucking, this game's rad.
Yeah, it's free.
I got PlayStation Plus because Towerfall was on for a month.
Yeah.
So that's why I got PlayStation
was that
Plus.
before I had...
And I'd already bought Towerfall, so...
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
And I was like,
we haven't played
yeah.
Towerfall in ages.
No, we haven't. But we
They've
should.
still been updating it, haven't they?
Well, because it's a local local multiplayer game, so which is cool.
Well, if Rocket League gets 4-player split screen, that'll be two sick games to play.
Towerfall. Do you think Ouya is just fucked? Just done?
He got bought out.
Has it? Who bought?
Razer, didn't they?
Yeah, I think Razer.
Oh, that's right. We never talked about that.
Because Ouya 2 was meant to come out, but that never came out. Yeah. Ouya's fucked after I sold mine.
After what?
I sold mine. So,
did you?
Yeah.
Suck it, Rhys' friend.
Rhys'
good friend that purchased it.
What did I get for it? $100, I think.
So what you paid?
No, I paid about $200 because I got an extra controller.
Oh, so you sold
And
that.
postage, yeah. So I didn't need the extra controller.
I'm keeping mine because it's a game console.
No, I just wanted. I only use it as a media hub, so that's why I got the Nexus player.
Yeah. But mine's got like all the inscribings of all the people. So
I did feel the Nexus player's game controller at the roadshow for work.
Was it good?
No.
Okay.
It's,
Can you hook up your PlayStation?
Think of the feeling of an Xbox original controller crossed with Xbox One controller.
Sounds horrible.
With joysticks of the PS3.
Sounds like they just...
It's bulky.
Yeah.
It's in the shape of an Xbox One, but thicker like an Xbox original controller. And it has control sticks down lower. So it's hard to get your thumbs around, it's bulky around there. Whereas if it had thumb pads like an Xbox, that would make sense. That would be pretty comfortable. But it's down low. Your hands, instead of your hands being twisted like this, like shaped the way it is, your hands are twisted around. And PS4 controller is nice and small, so that's easy. Favorite controller, love it.
It is good control.
But yeah, it's just...
I've actually been using the Xbox controller recently quite a bit.
Yeah,
I've been playing
to play Xbox. Is that what for?
Playing the Xbox One.
Right, that makes sense.
We've been playing I've been playing like Lego Jurassic World and stuff.
Oh yeah, sweet.
It feels kind of nice. It's it's not as bad as when I first got it. But then again, every time I pick up the PlayStation controller, it's still
way better. Yeah.
Anyway,
right.
That's it for Doug. So thank you, Doug, for joining us.
Yeah, thank you,
That's
Doug,
right.
for being
I was
here.
going to ask just
For
quickly.
portion of the time.
Oh, okay.
Go on. What do you want to ask?
No. Apple, I guess we'll probably know by next podcast. New Apple TV supposedly being announced on the 9th.
Lovely.
But they're thinking that it's going to have like pretty similar to iPhone 6 guts in it. And then it'll be interesting if it has what gaming potential, if any, will come about
So
out
it's
of that.
going to be like $400.
Yeah, well, that'll be the other interesting thing from 100 now. But they're talking that potentially what are they up to? An A6? That's
A6X, yeah. A.
What's A?
That's just what Apple call their...
You're looking at what model it is. That's an iPhone 6. But the
I'm
chip
talking
inside
the
is the
processor.
A6X.
Oh.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Phone man.
Yeah, I sell them apparently.
Yeah.
Oh,
Cool.
I seen. I didn't purchase it though because I'd got it for free on PlayStation. What was the? So are we done today? Anyway, I just want to talk now. What's the little ship that you go into the sunset? The endless one that you were playing it on PlayStation was free on PlayStation Plus for PS4.
Journey.
The ship.
You're a spaceship.
Race the Sun.
Yeah, that's on phone now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I'm going to have to get that.
I don't know if it's on Android. I've seen it on the App Store. And Her Story as well. Have you heard about Her Story?
Yeah.
That's on phone too.
Really?
Yeah.
Ah, I can know.
Yeah, cool. That was just like extra little stuff that I'm like, well, that was a cool game that I got for free. I don't know if I want to play.
I'll pay for Race the Sun.
Oh, yeah, well, it's on phone. Right, like I said, iOS. Not sure about Android. And then Her Story.
That's a bit of a dig at you, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
No, it was just I don't know. And then I want to play Her Story on.
That's the one
PC.
about the interviews and all that stuff, isn't it?
Yeah. I thought Kristen would like that. Kristen's into like horror, like not horror, like the murder mystery stuff, like Karen Slaughter and all the...
I'm going to play
early ones.
Until Dawn with my wife, so we're going to make the decisions and stuff together. Except, well, it's more like...
You can be like, which one? Oh,
we tried to do that.
We're dead.
We tried to do that with The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
And I was like, which one am I going to pick? I was running out of time. She's like, I don't know. And then it just, we ended up picking nothing every time.
So every one of your characters are just silent. You throw it itself. You shouldn't be quiet.
It's like, I'm going to call you Gordon. All right.
Well, that's it.
Thank you for tuning in this week. I'm Lucas Whittingslow.
I'm Rhys Whittingslow.
And I'm Douglas Bride.
And this was...
One.
The Trusty Crowbar.
You fuck it up every time. Fuck this.
One Trusty Crowbar.